Mr. Chair, I would like to take advantage of the time that I have and take stock of this of the motion that we've tabled. Due to it being very busy, given the large workload the committee has on the docket, the committee instructs the chair to book 5 meetings in between July 8th, 2024 and September 13th, 2024, while the House is adjourned to deal with unfinished business, such as the $8 billion Net Zero Accelerator Fund waste and other pressing matters as they emerge. It is essential for Canadians to see us working hard for them. We know that the summer is not a time for vacation. We are all in our ridings meeting Canadians and making our commitments known. But we also listen to Canadians, but that doesn't mean that we can't be here in Ottawa and do our jobs as policymakers. We've invited the minister for the past 2 months. Maybe he'll find time this summer to join us over these 5 meetings. Indeed, we have a motion here that specifies that there is a slush fund, which is titled the Net Zero Accelerator Fund. And that is something that we want to address. We want to understand that we understand that the carbon tax is having an impact on the population, and the government has concealed some information. This are the kind of things that we wanted to talk to the minister about. Again, on climate change, we see a lot of impact from climate change, and we would like to talk to the minister about it. And just because it's the summer, it doesn't mean that we can't hold any sessions in the Parliament. And then there is the Green Fund. Today, we learned at the question period that the minister had stocks in a company that was directly involved in that scandal, which is pretty major. There are many debates that we can take on, that we must take on, and yes, we can do it during 5 different days here and during this parliamentary committee. We have a pretty long agenda. We have about 100 days ahead of us to take this on. This is not major. We all have the ability to find some time during the summer to convene on these issues. We are all here members who care about taxpayers. Therefore, we must be accountable to them. And it's true for the government and as well as for the opposition. It behooves us to do the difficult work, and we have to ask the government, take them to task vis-a-vis their poor management of public funds. Mr. Major.
And thank you, my colleague, for bringing out these important points. We have a lot of work to do here, and we've done a lot of studies. We've done this water study here for actually, I don't think it's been over 15 meetings, right? Lots of good information. We have a lot of work to clean up from before we head into the falls issue. Never mind about all the other things we're finding on this committee, such as the $8 billion Net Zero Accelerator Fund that has given no commitment to. Over 70% of the projects have been given no commitment to reduce emissions when the fund was supposed to reduce emissions. And now we're finding out that there's, this carbon tax is going to cost Canadians $30 billion a year, $2,000 per family. It's ridiculous. And we need to be talking about this this is all because of the carbon tax. This is all because this is a government-made problem by our minister that this committee was supposed to report to. The fact that he's not here today spells it out very clearly. So hopefully he will see his wisdom and his errors in his ways, and he will get here this summer when we have these committee meetings. And I don't think anybody really realizes just how serious this is. There is a massive amount of money leaking out of this government every day. Pardon me, madam? Yeah, that's your name, isn't it? Adam.
We can't have cross-party conversations.
I guess you have trouble defending yourself.
Mr. Mazur, please go ahead. Please go ahead.
So anyways, I asked the other members of this committee. Obviously, the Liberals won't want to step up, but please, Bloc, NDP, as MPs, We have a responsibility to the Canadian taxpayer. And please give this some consideration. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I'll start by reiterating that the Minister of the Environment has appeared at committee 9 times. Most recently on May the 22nd, but also on March the 19th, also on December the 14th of 2023. The Minister comes here frequently and regularly, and we appreciate his attendance. Mr. Chair, the suggestion from the Conservatives that everything that Canadians are facing right now, from an affordability crisis to a housing crisis, is all a result of pricing pollution, is something that has been soundly refuted by 300 economists across Canada, as well as William Nordhaus, who won a Nobel Prize for his work on carbon pricing. There isn't one reputable Canadian economist or international economist that agrees with their version of reality. So for that reason, Mr. Chair, I would move to adjourn debate on this motion so that we can get back to the work, as the member very rightly pointed out. We have work to do. We have experts here. We have these officials who have come to this committee to answer our questions, and I'd like to get to those questions. So I move to adjourn debate.
A dilatory motion, so we go straight, no debate, we go straight to the vote.
Move to adjourn debate on the motion. Mr. Ali?
Yes.
Mr. Longfield?
Yes.
Ms. Taylor-Roy?
Yes.
Mr. Vancouverden?
Yes.
Mr. Long?
Yes.
Monsieur Datin?
No.
Mr. Cram? Opposed. Mr. Leslie?
Welcome to work.
Mr. Mazer?
No.
Madame Posé?
Oui.
Ms. Collins?
Yes.
7 yeas, 4 nays.
Okay, so I will go to Mr. Longfield for